Hello everyone, Mike Mullis for the original Next Level Gaming, back with another video for you. Today we've got the closed beta of Mirror's Edge Catalyst, the sequel to the very popular Xbox 360 PS3 game by EA. And today we're going to give you some quick impressions and let you watch some video, check out the game, and see what it's all about for yourself. So this is a sequel to the very popular Mirror's Edge game from last generation. It's coming out in June for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. Now, if you've played Mirror's Edge before, then a lot of what you're going to see in this video is very familiar. There are some enhancements over the original game, but for the most part, a lot of the gameplay is going to be pretty similar and pretty welcome because it's a lot of what made the original game good. But what they have added, of course, as you now see this generation with larger systems, with larger games, with larger abilities, open world. So instead of just being a linear point-to-point that the main character Faith had to go through in the original game, there really wasn't a lot of maneuverability or places you can go. This has the entire city of glass, which has about 5 million people in it. So it's not a small city by any means. In fact, in the Mirror's Edge world, it's the third largest city in Cascadia. So as the story goes, Faith is being released today from the conglomerate that has been holding her captive, holding her prisoner, and she meets back up with some old friends that were in the resistance, as it were. They get her to, of course, become a runner, and as such she gets to go around and do various missions, as well as do some things for people in the world. So, because of course it's open world, you have a lot of space to go through, you have a lot of running you can do. So you have main missions and then you have side missions, and depending on what you want to do and when, and it's at your own pace, you can do whatever you like in whatever order you like. So of course the main story is Faith getting sucked back into a battle against a conglomerate that she doesn't want to be in, or that she's reluctant to be in, and of course everybody convinces her to do it. Always a staple of these kind of games. The side missions are fairly straightforward, at least the ones that were in this closed beta. So you could do things like picking up a package from somebody and running it within a certain amount of time over to a destination. It could be finding things along the way, circuit boards, security chips, and stuff like that to take back to home base so that the anti-conglomerate can wage its battle against the, evil oppressors and so on. Alright, so enough about the story. Let's talk about the game and the gameplay. So like I said, if you played Mirror's Edge before, a lot of what you see is going to be familiar to you. Faith, it's all about running, jumping, fighting, and moving about. Now, if you're new to this particular game, then you might find that something like, I don't know, Dying Light would be something very close as far as movement and combat goes. So Faith can traverse the world fairly well. She's a very skilled athlete and a very good fighter. So you will find that as you run along the world, you can jump walls, you can actually climb walls, you can jump obstacles, you can run across walls, and then of course as you come up against enemies and people that you have to take out, you can use your various martial arts skills to do so. You have a light attack and you have a heavy attack, and then you can throw them around, you can throw them into each other. There's a lot of variety as far as some of the moves that you can do. Now of course it's going to be a little repetitive, but you end up finding ways to do things, and that you look cool, knocking people off of buildings, like I said, knocking them into each other, and so on and so forth. Something else new to this game is the ability to power up your abilities. So as you move through the world, you collect things, you actually gain upgrade points in which you can do better moves. You can drop off of higher heights. If you hit the ground, you can roll. You could do things for combat as well. So you can do better moves. You can take on more people at once. You can also add gear to make life a little easier for you and things like that. So the gameplay is actually very smooth in this beta. Now, I'm not going to get much into graphics. I'm not going to talk about, what others talk about when it comes to that because it's a closed beta. It's not a finished product. So there's no sense in really talking about things like frame rate and, when it's not going to be the final thing. Now, I will tell you that for those who care about this, that this is using the Frostbite engine, so much like Battlefront and Battlefield, it is going to be 900p on the PlayStation 4 and 720p on the Xbox One. Now, the footage you see here is Xbox One. So, minus the fact that there's a lot of placeholder graphics that are not the final textures and things like that, this game runs pretty well in its current state and looks, kind of nice. All right, I'm going to give you some commentary-free footage here, just to let you get a look at the game without me, give you an idea about the speed, about what's going on around you, where you can go, what you can do. The little text that you see floating around the screen is because it's a beta. Can't do anything about that, sorry. And let me know what you think. Use the comment section below as always. Did this video give you more interest in the game? Did it give you less interest in the game? Are you getting Mirror's Edge? Are you not getting Mirror's Edge? Let me know and let me know why. Like and subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the more of these kind of videos we can do. Don't forget to check out the NLG podcast Friday nights at 10 p.m. And follow us on Twitter at OG_NL Gaming. You can follow my Twitter feed at StingerNLG as well. Follow us on Twitch at OG_NL Gaming. So, this is Mike Mullis for the original Next Level Gaming. Thanks for checking out this video, and I hope everybody has a great, great week. Play on, gamers.
Workroom 4H, Faith. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
At the terminal. Firing the shotgun.
Good. Successful grab confirmed.
No. There's someone else here. Doesn't look like a runner.
Faith, just get out of there.
Sorry. But I want to check it out.
Of course you are. I'll just sit here then, hoping you get out in one piece. Had it been me, it isn't. Faith, you don't have to prove anything to me. I want you back here alive and safe, okay?
This area is different. What are they doing?
Faith, what you got? Moving on out here. If you can't come up, try to click.